It's showtime, freaks!
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by Garage Door Commander. Fueled by a hell of a lot of PBR. And produced by TJ Michaels Creative. Narrated by Jamie Dennis. Graphics by Sven. Dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2023, all rights reserved.
Seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You ever notice how men are portrayed in movies and TV shows? Tired of seeing men portrayed as dopey Homer Simpson clones? Tired of the attack on men? Tired of the woke labeling everything as toxic agenda? Tired of the wussification of the American male? Well, then you're in the right place. Look, we love and respect women around here, but the truth is, we're wired differently than the female species. And if there can be a place where the chicks can get together on TV every day, like that awful program The View, we figured there should be a place where guys can be guys, and we're capable of creating an equally horrid program. So get ready. This is a celebration of man. Because after all, who built the Empire State Building? Who built a rocket and landed on the moon? Who created the very computer algorithm that allows you to find this show?
That was created by Ada Lovelace, a woman.
Okay, great. Credit where it's due. But I think we can all agree the algorithm sucks. Who created the automobile? The Egyptian pyramids? Who stormed the beaches of Normandy? We don't talk about feelings here. We will question the validity of your man card. We're not politically correct, and we'll stand up and fight back against a culture that's determined to transform us into a bunch of neutered pansies. This is your weekly dose of toxic masculinity, a show created by men for men. This is the Alpha Men Podcast. And now, two men who don't own a pair of skinny jeans between them, TJ Michaels and John Stacy.
What is up, you sick, twisted freaks? Man, you were cutting it close there. I mean, absolutely cutting it close.
I pushed the button. I saw the intro. I'm like, wicked.
It is the Alpha Men Podcast, episode 19. And how are you tonight? Tuesday night live on Twitch, Facebook. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeart. We are on YouTube, Facebook Live. Did I say them all? I don't know.
Instagram.
But you can find us. You can also stream the show live right from alphamenpodcast.com. And we have a big show for you tonight. What?
I said hi to Scott. He commented.
Oh, hi, Scott. How are you? Getting going here. We have a big show for you. Before we get there, like and subscribe, share the show. It's how we grow, and we're hoping you're going to help us do that as we bring you this each and every week. And, well, there's another way you can help. Visit alphamenpodcast.com. Check out the Alpha Men store. There's all kinds of stuff in there, from barbecue aprons to T-shirts and hoodies, sweatpants. No thong yet, but we're working on it. We talked about that a little last week. But all of that goes right back into this show. And you know what? They're all collector's items, believe it or not. I mean, that's just the way that it goes. And we also have to thank our presenting sponsor, Ohana Sports Cards. I'm sorry? They're all numbered?
They said the collectible clothes.
Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah. No eBaying. All right. You buy one, got to hang on to it. You could frame it. I'm just saying. Ohana Sports Cards is our presenting sponsor. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. And John, great group of people over at Ohana Sports Cards. You know, Ohana means family. And if you're in the sports cards game and you're really looking to collect some really great stuff, go visit them on Facebook, Ohana Sports Cards. And you just got something big, did you?
Plenty of cards for them.
Yeah.
No, nothing big. Just some decent little rookies. You know,
Mhm.
so
All right, big
stuff
show
I hang on
tonight.
to from these guys.
Big show tonight. Let's get into it with our man of the week this week on the Alpha Men podcast. Let's see here. Let me see if I. Oh, there we go. All right.
Yeah,
There
I got
any
a massive lag for some reason.
Is there any question this show's live? There is not. I tell you, there is not. Man of the week this week is Austin Rakutis of South Jordan, Utah. You see him right there, and his crew of firefighters. Now, last week in South Jordan, Utah, the firefighters there responded to a call when a lady, was decorating her house, fell from a ladder, and she was decorating for the holidays, and they went to help her and take her to the hospital. Obviously, that's
Yeah.
when firefighter Austin Rakutis and his team realized she had not finished putting up the holiday decorations and Christmas lights yet. So, without hesitation, after making sure she was safe into the hospital and everything else, they went back to the site, back to the woman's house, and quickly completed the woman's holiday decorating. And
Nice.
I think we have a clip. Do we have a clip?
Yep, it's coming up.
We all kind of came together and says, hey, this is the right thing to do. The crew was on board with it. We quickly threw the ladder up and finished the Christmas lights for her.
Very, very cool. I mean, very, very cool. Of course, the deputy fire chief there is a guy named Ryan Lesnar, and this is what he had to say about
With it, we quickly threw the ladder up and finished the Christmas lights for her.
I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
I had no clue. Where's the audio?
Obviously, we're really proud of the work that took place.
We show up to make somebody's day better, and that's the best part
He
of
says
fire
the
service.
South Jordan firefighters always looking for ways to do good in the community. Rakutis says he hopes the injured woman is doing well, appreciates the small and that she appreciates the small act of kindness for him and his crew. Moments like these are the favorite aspects of the job, they say. And for that, Mr. Rakutis, you are the Alpha Men Podcast Man of the Week this week on the Alpha Men Podcast. And I think that wraps it up, right?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I'm proud of those guys. I think it's
So I'm going to tell you, I'm really excited that we've moved this segment to the beginning of the show.
Well, it's because you get thirsty.
We used
Talk
to
too much.
we used to do it at the end of the show. And like the entire show, I was like, man, I'm thirsty. So now, no excuse. Every week we do beers on tap. Sometimes it's beer, sometimes it's not. There's only so many beers out there. And when you're trying something new every week, eventually you run out of stuff. So this week, you do have a beer. What have you got?
Oh, it smells rough. I got a Saranac Caramel Porter, 5.4% alcohol.
Okay.
I had Emily pick it up real quick.
Saranac Caramel Porter. Okay.
It doesn't smell like caramel.
Okay. I am this week going to go with some cider. And this is Down East Cider, craft cider, the one that started it all, the original unfiltered craft cider. And I don't know if you see this or not, but on the back of their can, I don't know if you can read that or not, but on the back,
Yeah.
it's upside down. The words are upside down. And on the back of this can, it says, we know it's upside down. That's because the best way to drink our unfiltered cider is to shake it up first. And by tipping the can to read this, you're already halfway there. And so they got a sense of humor. So Down East, original blend, craft cider. So that's what I'm trying tonight.
This ain't bad. Surprisingly, it smells not that great, but it's smooth. It's not a bad porter.
I'm not Dave Portnoy, so it's not one drink. Everyone knows the rules. I got to take a couple sips here because I didn't know how I was going to like cider. I mean, I like apple cider, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I was going to like, Kraft's alcoholic cider. This isn't bad.
I give mine out of 5. I give it a 3, 3.5.
I think I'm giving this a 5. This is good stuff.
Nice.
And I normally drink beer. I'm not a guy that goes after the RTDs most of the time, but stay hydrated, drink up. Well, that's not the whole thing behind this thing, but we do want to showcase some of the stuff that's available to you. And Down East, original blend,
Yeah.
craft cider. It's I like it. It's good.
Give it a 5. I give mine a 3.
I'd give it a 5, and you know what? It's winter now. I was going to say
Yeah.
it's fall, but it's winter now.
Yeah, you guys get some snow up there, I see.
We got somewhere between 6 and 8 inches on Monday in Vermont, and then today, coming home from work, I sat for 45 minutes at the top of Killington Mountain. They had the road closed. There was a big accident and everything else, and so now we've got like snow squalls and all kinds of things happening. And
Tomorrow here is supposed to be like 18.
yeah,
So
18 degrees
I guarantee schools will be delayed or canceled
because it's cold.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Oh yeah.
Man, how times have changed.
Very much so.
I hate to sound like my dad, but we like walked uphill both ways. No shoes on through 10 feet of snow before they would cancel. I mean, that's just the way it was. But I guess now with the advent of the internet and computers and everything else, it's pretty easy to just say, hey, don't come in today. Log on to your computer. Although I don't know that any schools are doing that yet. Instead of
not down here anymore.
Yeah. They're obviously doing it during COVID. In any case, beers on tap this week. You give that a 3?
3.5.
3.5.
It's not a bad drinker, but you could definitely tell it's a heavy drink. It's kind of like that root beer stuff.
Yeah. Not my father's root beer.
Yeah, it has the same
Real
effect.
heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. That's beers on tap this week on the Alpha Men podcast. This week's signs of the coming apocalypse, because we're all doomed. I mean, that's all there is to it. What am I? Oh, that's the sound from the video. Like, where's that coming from?
I was gonna let you talk, then play it.
Okay. Signs of the coming apocalypse this week, because we are all doomed. What could be apocalyptic about Disneyland? It's one of the happiest places on earth. But a Disneyland park guest in Anaheim, California this week is accused of having a little too much joy on the It's a Small World ride this past holiday weekend. Man arrested and escorted off the property by local authorities after stripping off his clothes and leaving his car to walk amongst the animatronics on the It's a Small World attraction. Video of the incident went viral, and I know in the video, if you play that video, you see him in his underwear. He went much further than that. We'll just leave it at that, okay?
And that's like kids' ride too.
Right. After watching this dude streak naked through the ride, I can tell you this. It is a small, small world. He was detained, the person removed from the property altogether, and was booked by the Anaheim Police Department.
Good. He's an idiot.
Good Lord.
You should have gave him a Red Forum Award.
Yeah, absolutely. Next sign of the coming apocalypse this week is a car-sized tumbleweed. It made quite a scene on a California highway. Look at that video. Look at that thing.
What is it? What is it?
That is a tumbleweed. Look how big it is.
Oh, crap.
It's the size of a VW bus. Okay? It was posted on Twitter. Commenters compared it to a giant hairball, belly lint gone wild, and the critters from the 1986 sci-fi horror see. But roughly the size of a Volkswagen bus, it was spotted hurtling down a 4-lane road in California this week. And of course, scientists are all over it. You know what causes that?
Pick up a debris.
Climate change.
It's no.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not.
Really? That's been around forever.
I know. If you quickly Google giant tumbleweed, you will find 4 billion stories. So while it's pretty impressive to see on a highway like that, it's not anything new at all. All right. So next, a population of hard to eradicate super pigs in Canada threatening to invade the U.S. No, this is not the bloopers reel at the end of Talladega Nights. That is an actual headline. Minneapolis, an exploding population of hard to eradicate super pigs. No, not Miss Piggy. Okay.
I was wondering what the Miss Piggy would do with this.
Right. They are in Canada, threatening to spill south of the border into northern states like Minnesota, North Dakota, and Montana.
Nobody's across the border.
What's that?
Our borders are very secure.
Right. From the super pigs?
From everything.
Listen, I always thought the border and super pigs was just a big girl from Montreal. Anyway. In Canada, the wild pigs roaming Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba pose a new threat. They are often crossbreeds that combine the survival skills of the wild Eurasian boar with the size and high fertility of the domestic swine. That's why it's a problem. You know what is causing this?
Mm-mm.
Climate change.
Jesus. That's like three Democratic jokes we've had.
I'm not kidding.
Tumbleweed, pigs,
climate change,
and the border.
Finally, this week, our final sign of the coming apocalypse: airline serves dog food to business class passengers. The food on planes doesn't have to make the best reputation at the best of times, but even the most iron-stomached among passengers might think twice before ordering mistranslated menu options on a recent flight. The photo taken by a passenger that you see there on China Eastern Airlines shows the menu for those flying in business class, which includes beef, seafood, and soup dishes. And my cat just jumped on my desk. One of the unfortunate English translations that's got people talking among the choices for a starter is imported dog food with okra.
Gross.
I think
climate change started.
Yeah, you know what caused that?
Climate change.
Climate change.
Joe Biden.
That is this week's signs of the coming apocalypse, isn't it, Coda? Huh? Yeah. On the Alpha Men podcast.
Alpha Men podcast is proudly presented by Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat their customers, like family. Check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook and become part of the Ohana family. Awesome card breaks from football, baseball, basketball, and so much more. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. That's OHANA Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards.
John's Manly Meme of the Week.
Alrighty. What do we got for you this week?
And Christmas is coming up, and somebody sent this photo of him training to get to Chicago. So
the caption is Santa Claus training for his ride through Chicago this year, and he's on a shooting range with is it a 9mm?
I bet you he's Santa. He's probably packing a 45 at least.
Probably Colt. Yeah,
absolutely. Colt 911 45.
You want to see our meme of the week? You can always log on to Twitter, Alpha Men Podcast.
Actually, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to put it on Instagram.
Okay, Instagram.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to try to build that up a little more. So
we got Instagram, we got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got TikTok, we got it all.
It's
And
going up now.
here's the deal. Can I explain something real quick before we move on to the next segment? So this week obviously was Thanksgiving, and there's the cat again. And the reason the cat is here is that we had Thanksgiving on Thursday. On Friday, my youngest daughter went back to Laconia, New Hampshire, to help out the Salvation Army in their kettle efforts. On Saturday, my daughter Jordan, my middle daughter Jordan, look at this thing, moved to Ohio. She's getting married in May. And then on Sunday, my wife left for Pennsylvania to, my wife's mother-in-law, or my mother-in-law passed away about 3 weeks ago. And my wife needed to go back home to Pennsylvania to handle some of her effects. And so since Sunday morning, it's been just me and the dog and the cat in the house. Can you tell that they're lonely? Can you?
Oh, just give them more attention.
Jeez Louise. All right. Listen, buddy. I love you, but you got to go. All right. That is John's Manly Me. This show is not going well tonight.
It's going fine.
This is John's Manly Meme this week on the Alphabet Podcast.
You're just getting a little, you're getting a little pussy cat.
Yeah. All right.
Tales from the Old Couch.
On the other side of this camera, there's a cat.
There's a cat.
And a couch. An old couch that used to be in our living room downstairs. And my wife wanted me to send it curbside long ago, and I couldn't. It's a comfortable couch. I raised kids on this cat is not going to give up tonight.
Just let it play.
All right.
Hey, no nudity, okay?
Yeah, right. Stop it. Anyway, couldn't get rid of the couch. I like to sit on that. So I moved it into the podcasting studio here, and I like to sit on it and think. And this week I'm thinking about the holidays, and there's all the kinds of people out there, including my wife, who call me a Scrooge, a Grinch, a snow miser. I can assure you I'm not. I love the holidays. I just hate the rush, the push in freaking August by the retail industry to warp speed the holiday. The radio station that says, hey, we just crashed and burned. Anyway, where was I? The radio station.
Yeah.
That says, hey, we love that you listen to us for the music that we play 10 months out of the year. But listen, we're going to ditch all of that and go wall-to-wall Christmas music and play dogs barking jingle bells and songs about getting hippopotamuses for Christmas, which drives me insane. And look, I love presents. I love giving. I even like a Christmas tune or two. A couple. All right. Are you a stunt cat or something?
No. It pops his head up.
All right. I'm good. You know what? I got to go put him in another room or something. He's going to do nothing.
Should be fine.
I can't do this like this.
Yes, you can. Aren't you a professional?
I am a professional. All right. Okay, I'm petting you.
You never had a pussy cat in front of you when you were working?
All right. Okay. All right. It's not going to be good enough. Watch. It's not going to be good enough. No. See, look at him. He's trying to put my hand under. All right. Okay.
Have the cat look at the camera.
Look at the camera. He won't look at the camera. No, he won't do anything I want him to do. All right. You got to go.
Pictures going on Instagram.
I don't even know where I was now.
The radio station's pumping out for 10 months.
Right. Look, I even like a good Christmas tune or two, a couple of days before the holiday, not 4 months of it, right? And then there's the Christmas movies. And look, if we're completely honest, we've covered this. There are only a handful of good Christmas movies. That's it. John, we're gonna have to call a minute. Come on, come on, buddy.
I think people are loving this. Oh crap! This is great. Oh, I wish my screen would load faster. I'd put some up for him, but it ain't doing it. Hold on. He's gonna laugh when he comes back if I can get it up there before he gets here. No, I lost it. Well, I tried. You got you. You got your bearings together?
Okay.
So what I was going to do is while you're gone, I'll get the load fast enough.
Right.
I'm going to throw up this right here.
Well, yeah, really. No kidding. Look, if we're completely honest, that cat is a pain in the ass. And there are only a handful of good Christmas movies. Okay? The Christmas movie, the Christmas Story, You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid, that one. That's a good one.
Yep,
right?
that's a real good one.
Okay? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's,
Wife hates it. That tells me it's a good one.
That's
right?
the best one.
All right. Elf, Lethal Weapon, and Die Hard. Those are the only good Christmas movies that exist. And yet my wife, your sister, your mother, your daughter, all excited over Hallmark and Lifetime's 2.5 months of terrible Christmas movies. All with horrible acting. They all have the same terrible, cheesy plot. And listen, again, I love Christmas. I'm not grinching it. I'm not saying we should cancel Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe put a restraining order on the Hallmark Channel, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, Hallmark seems to have cornered the market on holiday romance. I mean, how many small town bakeries and struggling Christmas tree farms could there possibly be? It's like they found the most cliched Christmas settings and made it their mission to feature every single one. In every movie. I half expect their next movie is going to be set in Santa's summer vacation home, complete with beach volleyball playing elves. I don't know. And then you get to the actors that are in it. And the picture on the screen is very, very small. But you'll notice
Which one?
That's like the one right below you. That picture right there. That's like 8 different movies with 8 different sets of actors. And pretty much the same picture behind them. And that's how low budget these movies are. Like, look, Don't get me wrong about the actors, but it's like Hallmark and Lifetime have a secret cloning facility somewhere. Every protagonist looks like they just stepped out of a catalog for generic handsome man or pretty but approachable woman. And I'm really starting to suspect that they have a stockpile of just flannel shirts and red scarves backstage. And you just throw on the actors and bang, instant cozy Christmas vibe. And the plot lines, look, it's as if the Hallmark movie script generator only has 2 options. Big city businessman rediscovers the true meaning of Christmas in a small town, or successful career woman learns the importance of love and family when stranded in a snowstorm. That's what every single one of those movies is about. Right? Every single one of them. Can we get a little creativity, please? I would pay good money to see a Hallmark movie where, Santa's reindeer go on strike and he has to navigate the gig economy to find a replacement team. That would be, I'm just throwing that out there. Yeah. Right? Can we talk about the snow in the movies too? Because it's always perfect. It's fluffy snow that looks like it came straight from a machine on a Hollywood set. And if you live in New England, like I do, or like John did, you know that's not true.
Oh, it's snow. It's not like that.
The snow in New England is beautiful for about 30 seconds until someone drives through it, over it, on it, or around it. Okay. And then you have slushy puddles, icy sidewalks, and less than romantic realities of winter.
And nice brown snow from all the
Right.
slush.
If Hallmark wants to be real, they should do a movie where the characters spend half the time shoveling their driveways and the other half searching for where they put their gloves. Because that's the reality in New England. That's the reality of a New England snowstorm.
Facts.
So, look, we could stand united. We really could here. And face the Hallmark Channel's holiday hegemony. Okay? But if we're going to do this, we need to demand some diversity in the Christmas movies and the Christmas narratives, where not every story involves mistletoe, a charming small town, or a handsome stranger with a heart of gold.
Don't lose her.
All right? Until then, enjoy your Christmas movies with a side of skepticism and maybe turn it into a drinking game or something. Every time someone says, but it's Christmas, in a moment of dramatic realization, take a drink. You might be able to get through the whole thing with your wife. Just saying.
That's fair.
It's Tales from the Old Couch tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
And
Cat's in my daughter's room.
And
the greatest Christmas movie of all time is Die Hard.
It is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. Don't argue with me.
Case, you deliver the verdict. This is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes honorable T.J. Michaels presiding.
So now you got the cat. Okay.
My cat will sit here all day and let me pet her.
Yeah. Mine just wants to walk around and knock things off my desk. If there's a knick-knack there.
Yeah, this one will sit here. This is the only cat in the world that you pet her belly.
Yeah. If you have a problem that you can't solve and you need the help of the freak jury, it's Man Court. Tell us about it. Send your Man Court submission to us at the alphamenpodcast.com or on one of our social media sites. Tonight we have the case of Backseat Becky. It is docket number 231129. Plaintiff is Mark from Lakewood, South Carolina. And Mark writes, "Hey guys, I had to email you to get a little Man Court help. I came home about 2 a.m. on Sunday morning over this holiday weekend to see a car parked across the street from my house with steamed up windows, and it was rocking up and down.
It's probably stuck in the snow.
Not in South Carolina. I went into my house. I stayed up to see if anyone came out of it. That's a little creepy, Mark. And about 10 minutes later, my neighbor's 19-year-old daughter spilled out and went into her house. Now, I'm 35. Yep.
You can't use the word spill out.
Right. I'm just trying. It's what he wrote.
Oh.
Now, I'm 35 years old and single and live alone, too. I'm really not close with my neighbors, but very cordial. The neighbor's daughter in question is not my favorite. She makes a lot of noise with her friends and often parks her car with her bumper sticking into my driveway. When I ask her to move it, she gives me attitude. I don't know if I should rat her out or just let it go. I feel like I'd want to know if my 19-year-old daughter was getting her freak on in a car in front of my house at 2 a.m. Wouldn't all parents? Signed, Mark, in Lakewood, South Carolina. So
I'd like to know.
So if you've got advice for Mark, you can chime in wherever you're viewing tonight, and we'll put your comments up on the screen. But well, there's a couple things going on here. One, Mark, I think you knew right away that it was the 19-year-old girl from across the street. I mean, who else would it be, right? I mean, it's a little creepy that you stayed up and watched till you saw who came out of the car, but it is what it is. And she is not 15, she's 19.
I still don't like it.
Well, I get that you don't like it, okay? But she is 19 years old, which means what?
She's under my roof.
She's an adult.
No.
She is classified as an adult. Okay. All right. Now, I would like you, John Stacy, to take yourself back to being 19 years old again.
That's not allowed.
Okay. Well, but if you go back to 19, you felt like you were an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And you did some things that were not always the best judgment. And if you were 19 and this guy ratted you out, you'd be pissed off, right?
Yeah.
Now that's the one side of it. As a dad who is housing, although it doesn't say that. I mean, it was the holiday weekend. She could have been home. She could have been just visiting mom and dad and decided to get a freak on. I don't know. Okay. She could have been home for the holidays. She could have been back from college. What did Scott have to say? Is she in the front seat or the back seat? Well, it is the case of backseat Becky. So I would guess the back seat.
Okay. Oh, God. I hate having a daughter.
You know what the difference is between the front seat and the back seat is, right?
One's humming, one's bumping.
There's more effort if you go to the back seat. So.
It's one humming, one's bumping.
Right, that's right.
Oh, I hate having a daughter. Oh.
Now we're talking about, no kidding. I get 3.
Oh.
Now we're talking about a neighbor that you're cordial with, but you're really not friendly. I mean, like, you say hello. Hey, how's it going? That's about it. That's how you know them. Which is a sad state of affairs because that's the way a lot of people in this country now live.
Yep.
And they don't even know their neighbors, you know? I think you give her a pass on this one. I think you don't say anything. I think maybe if it happens again, maybe you say something, but look, she is 19. You don't know the neighbors very well. And hey, you know what? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know, maybe that's what it comes down to. I don't know. But I probably would let this alone, and I definitely wouldn't admit that you were sitting in the window like the kid from the Christmas Story, staring at the leg lamp, looking out the window across the street, waiting to see who was getting out of the car. Definitely wouldn't mention that. That's a little.
Oh, Lord.
What are other people saying?
Scott said
nightmare. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, you read it. You're reading it.
Oh, that's our worst nightmare right there. I would just keep my mouth closed. Scott, I agree. I think that is what you do, Mark. I think you let it slide this time. Now, if it's like happening every night, okay, maybe then you say something. But, again, she is 19. And that makes her an adult. And, it is what it is. That's Man Court this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
I don't like this one.
I don't like it either. As a dad of 3 girls, I don't like it either.
More manly than motorsports. These are John's red flag moments.
I can only push that button 4 times. This is not
the lag tonight. By the way, if you're watching, is really bad. We're having some big issues.
Did you have
lag? The cat. There's all kinds of things going wrong tonight.
So this has nothing to do with motorsports once again. But this is a bunch of probably high schoolers, seniors, I think.
Well, that's a college.
College, okay. So a bunch of 19-year-olds being idiots.
I wouldn't tell their parents because it was on
parents
national television. They don't need you. They don't need you to tell them.
19 kids, right? Or 17 or 19 kids got booted for the basketball game. They had to finish the game 5-5 since there was no substitute from each team. So, a team's allowed to have, I think, 15 players on the court or 12, whatever, on the court, but at the game.
Yep.
They had to finish the game with 5-5 because 19 kids got booted.
That's crazy.
They were fighting.
That's crazy.
It's not a wild wreck. It's not a normally what we have here. It's just a bunch of idiots get thrown out of a game.
Well, and I'm surprised parents didn't jump in too, because that normally happens.
That's a sign usually. So
go
Go ahead. No, I got nothing.
The red flag moment tonight on the Alpha Men podcast. I got nothing.
Dumbass.
Hold on. Where's that audio? I know it's here somewhere.
This isn't going to get any better tonight.
It'll get there. There you go. Let's just stare at each other.
That's it. Bud Wise. That would probably get more views than what we're doing right now. Just us for 2 hours.
Suck.
Let's do the Red Foreman Awards tonight.
Should I make a slide for us?
Yes.
Who needs a foot in the ass? The Alpha Men Podcast presents
My foot into this thing called your ass.
the Red Foreman Awards.
You dumbass.
Every week we hand out the Red Foreman Awards to the biggest morons, dolts, and idiots on the planet. Give one to us this week because this is not going well.
It's going fine. We're just having fun.
And the envelope, please. Our first Red
We'll have
Foreman
a
Award.
classic case of foot stuck in ass.
Since you forgot 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. And the envelope, please. Our first Red Foreman Award this week goes to 27-year-old Ariella Messina of Jensen Beach, Florida. And there you see her. She was picked up last week after a SWAT team raided her residence and her backpack. In the backpack, cops allegedly found loose Valium and a whole bunch of meth. It was a methed up situation. Turns out she was on probation for a previous cocaine issue and booked into the Martin County Jail. But Ariella wasn't worried about the previous cocaine issue or the loose Valium or the methed up situation. She reportedly begged SWAT officers not to take her blue, how do we say this, bedroom aid?
Bedroom aid?
Yeah.
A Bob?
Apparently her bedroom aid, her vibrator was more important. Really wanted to hang on to that. That was what she was worried about.
Oh, Lord.
Dumbass.
I'm on a different screen here.
Dumbass.
Our next Red Foreman Award goes to the New Zealand Border Patrol this week. A grandmother in New Zealand was fined, big bucks actually, there you see her, for smuggling a chicken sandwich into the country. 77-year-old woman fined more than $2,000 for a chicken sandwich she forgot was in her backpack. No, there was no
What?
meth or loose Valium. Not even a bedroom aid. Just a chicken sandwich.
I bet you made.
And when she arrived in Australia to see her family, June Armstrong from New Zealand arrived at Christchurch Airport in May to spend 3 months house sitting, visiting family. However, when the grandmother arrived at the airport, she bought a sealed muffin and a chicken sandwich, put it in her bag. Forgot about it during the flight. She then filled out a declaration form and didn't jot down the airport snacks. So when her suitcase and backpack were checked in Oz, a Border Patrol agent told her she was being fined $2,000 for not declaring the food.
What the hell?
They keep her border security pretty serious over there in New Zealand, unlike us. Anyway, while June and her husband continue to appeal the fine, the department's website says if a traveler fails to declare goods of a kind known to pose a high level of biosecurity risk.
How?
An infringement notice can increase to 12 points worth $2,300, depending on the risk of the goods. So, yeah. So, listen,
what?
That's a terroristic chicken sandwich right there. Don't deny it.
But what's going to be in there to... Does she have a wishbone in there? Going to stab somebody twice in the eye?
I don't know.
That is stupid as shit.
It is a case of give people power, and the wrong person always gets it. All right. Our final foreman of this week goes to Richie Milto of Oakland Park, Florida. Everybody give him a round of applause. He was nabbed after selling fake parking permits to disabled people.
That's supposed to be funny.
The Florida 10 TV station caught Richie red-handed, hand in a lifeguard sweatshirt, apparently. During an investigative report, he was allegedly selling disabled parking permits online without any required doctor authorization. He was confronted after selling parking permits online without the required doctor's signature. He told Florida's local 10 team that he was doing it for a friend. According to his Instagram page, he was openly selling the disabled permits. One post even said, "Handicap parking permits. All you need is a license. Direct message.
Dumbass.
If you're interested."
Wow.
The Florida Highway Patrol is investigating the situation after being given a forged application from the television news station. By the way, forgery is a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison, which is where Milto could find himself if the investigation...
He gave him a sign.
Yeah.
With an arrow. Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's definitely the...
Or you'll have a classic case of foot stuck in ass.
Yeah. That is the Red Foreman Awards this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
No, there's one more.
No, there isn't. What is that? Oh. Yeah, it's us. It's us.
I put the picture sideways.
And we're sideways, which that's par for the course. That's good. Yeah.
So, good round of applause.
Yeah. Maybe my cat could run around on the back. Is the Red Foreman Awards tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
Men Podcast is proudly presented by Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat their customers, like family. Check out Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook and become part of the Ohana family. Awesome card breaks from football, baseball, basketball, and so much more. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. That's OHANA Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards.
It is our segment, Let's Ask ChatGPT, and what's the guy's name over at Ohana Sports Cards?
Steven,
you are getting your money's worth tonight, my friend.
He's
telling you right now. You are I'm a proud sponsor. Anyway, it's time for Let's Ask ChatGPT. And if you haven't messed around with ChatGPT, it oftentimes can be frightening. It also can be really funny. This AI thing, I think for both of us, it shocks the hell out of both of us. Like I can't,
the stuff you come up with is crazy. Or
I can't believe how quick it is too. So this week, because I actually got to watch football this past Sunday by myself, and my wife wasn't here because she was on her way to Pennsylvania. I had no one yelling at me all day, saying, "Are you going to watch football all day?" Well, yeah, it is football season, but I had no one doing that. So I asked ChatGPT, act like a frustrated wife who can't stand the fact that her husband is watching football all day on Sunday. And in 2.3 seconds, and I'm not kidding, it was that fast. This is what ChatGPT spit out. You ready?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's Sunday again. Seriously, all he does is plant himself in front of that TV like it's some sacred ritual. I mean, who needs a husband when you have 22 men running around on a field, right? I tried talking to him, suggesting we do something together, but no! It's always the same old story. Honey, just one more game. One more game turns into the entire day of shouting at the TV screen, analyzing plays like he's the freaking coach. I've started calling it Football Sunday instead of just Sunday. It's like he's in a committed relationship with that damn remote control. And I'm just the annoying background noise. Maybe I should get myself a football jersey and see if that gets his attention. I swear, if I hear one more commentator's voice echoing through this house, I might just tackle him myself. Maybe they don't pay attention to something other than touchdowns and field goals.
Wow.
Dude.
She's clearly a lunatic.
Because I would be sitting on the couch going,
Shut the fuck up!
Right. 2.3 seconds.
That's pretty good. You're a pretty good actor.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
That girl voice never threw it. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you. It's 35 years on the radio. But anyway, 2.3 seconds. It spit that out. So that is Let's Ask ChatGPT this week on the Alpha Men Podcast. It is time for go ahead.
Do your intro.
It's time for our sports segment we call Your Team Sucks. And we get started tonight in the world of NASCAR, which
first was the Mustang.
Unveiled the new Camry for 2024. Yep.
Did you see the Mustang?
I did see the Mustang, and I got to tell you, I'm a Mustang guy, and I don't like it.
I'm going to bring it up real quick. Give me a second.
I don't like it. I don't like it, but yesterday, NASCAR and Toyota revealed the newly designed NASCAR Cup Series Toyota Camry XSE race car that's going to make its debut at Daytona this season. The Camry XSE Next Gen follows the Toyota Camry TRD Next Gen, which produced 18 victories and 25 poles during the last two seasons of competition. And if you look at it right there, it's ugly as crap.
I will give it a little bit of credit, being it kind of looks like a car, though. Besides
it's ugly.
The two-door. It is ugly.
It's ugly. And here's the deal. I'm going to be on the way over to the Toyota dealership tomorrow asking for one of those two-door Camrys. You got one of those two-door Camrys there? Huh? Oh, you don't?
I'm getting a Mustang up right now. I'm just trying to...
The two-door Camry doesn't exist. Not that that's anything new, because, Ford in the 90s did the Ford Taurus, and there was no such thing as a two-door Ford Taurus either. Yeah. But there's the Mustang, new for 2024. And that looks a little more like a Mustang, I think, than the Camry looks like.
If you think of a Camry, though, a Camry looks more homely, I guess, more carish. Mustang looks more muscular.
I don't know.
Well, this brings up the big question for Chevy.
Yeah.
What is Chevy going to do? There's no Camaros.
Right.
I mean, are we going to use the Corvettes? Are we going to use? I heard actually this wasn't through NASCAR. This was somebody on TikTok, and it brought up a good point of the Cadillacs. Cadillac is big, and right now is going big into the IMSA series and the sports car sides of series. What if? Because if there's no more Camaros, what if they use the Cadillac? You know, Hendrick Motorsports Cadillac. Oh, we lose them, or we lose me? Who can see who here? Can you guys see me or him? I'm not sure what has happened. Hey, somebody comment. Lost him. Okay. Well, I'll carry on with this. I mean, Scott, you're a big race fan. You, what do you think they're going to use the Camaro? What are they going to replace the Camaro with? I mean, I've heard the Cadillac, but the Corvette would be badass looking car. But I don't see them having the clearance. The car is wider. I mean, it's faster. It's a wild. It's a whole different spectrum, I think, of the Corvette. So, I don't know where he went. I mean, this is par for the show. I can continue on with sports, but the next one's about his freaking Eagles. What was this one about? I'll talk about this one while we're waiting. Patriots sucked. Have sucked. And my thoughts on what you how do I say this without TJ here? Tom Brady wasn't Belichick. Belichick wasn't Tom Brady. I mean, with Tom Brady and Belichick together, they were. It made them who they are and what they are. I mean, that's my thought on that. Oh, I see your comment there. Corvettes would be kind of cool, but Cadillac would be even better, I think. Yeah, I mean, back to the. I'll go back here. I don't care. He's gone. He won't freak out too much. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Scott, on that. That the Corvette would be cool. I mean, if I have a few seconds, I could bring up that Corvette pretty easy, but I'm not gonna just waste time on that. But back to Belichick. I think Belichick he's burnt out. I mean, he's not the Belichick that we're used to seeing. And Mac Jones got seated. There was Zappi's up there now, trying to be the lead quarterback. And the system that Belichick ran for Tom Brady worked, but it's not working for these new guys, these young guys. I mean, this is a little audio clip of Belichick talking about a system.
Just too much poor ball security on offense. Turn the ball over too many times. And got away from us. Even a few times that we didn't turn it over. Missed an opportunity at the end of the game to put it in overtime. So it's not good enough. Too sloppy on the ball security.
He's talking about ball security, but he's used to have Tom Brady throwing a 8 to 15 yard pass. Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi, and his quarterbacks now are throwing average of 22 yards, trying to, and they're missing their hits. So, I mean, I just think it's time for the dynasty to hang up Belichick and Belichick to move on or move out. Probably retire. Retire while he's still someone on top. But who knows? I wouldn't know how TJ went. I'll talk about Tua here. Have you guys seen this freaking thing on his arm? He got hit last week in the arm. It took a chunk. It was the size of, they said it was just under 2 inches, 1.9 inches of a massive chunk out of his arm. And you could see the filming over the bone. That's how deep that hit was. That tattoo's never coming back right. I'm not even getting a text from TJ. But yeah, so Tua, that guy's had more concussions than anybody has in the last few years. And he's still balling. The guy's pretty good for the Dolphins. The Dolphins are not a bad team. So I'm trying to get a hold of TJ to see where he's at. But it's weird talking about myself because I don't ever talk. He does all the talking. But this is par for the show. People keep entertaining me here. What else we got up here? He's typing back now. Let's see what he says. No internet. He lost his internet. Okay. Well, it's gone. Just reset the modem. Use your phone. How am I going to send you a link? Oh, there we go. All right, I sent it to him. So we'll be right back. Well, he'll be right back. I'll sit here and talk about whatever. What we got here? Oh, that's a hole. Yeah, that's definitely a freaking hole, isn't it? That's massive. It looks gnarly. They taped it up. I'll move your comment, but yeah, showed it. They taped it up after, but that thing was, you could see the bone. Brutal. NASCAR next. I go to the Roar January, which is the event before the Rolex 24, and then we go right to the 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we go to the LA Coliseum, and after that we go to Daytona. So I was in Watkins Glen, Jesus, North Wilkes-Barre yesterday, and I head to Martinsville next week, doing some loop repairs for NASCAR. So TJ's trying to get in. We'll finish up the show. We were going fast too. We're gonna be done like an hour and a half compared to our 2-hour normal. So we'll see how this goes. Wait for him to pop up on my screen on the bottom over here. He'll come in as a guest. So of the 27 people watching us, one person's commenting. Come on. Give me some stuff to talk about here. I never had to deal with this technical difficulty thing. We could do what is it? What's it called here? We do a commercial break. No, I don't have it. I don't know where TJ is, but I'll give him another 2 minutes, then I'll just continue on. Go back to the sport. So I can't really continue on because the rest of it's all his crap. Picking on me. Yeah, he did. Vader. He did lose his internet. I sent him the link. Anybody want to get on the show? I'll send you the link right now. You can get on the show with us. I don't care. TJ ain't here. But yeah, he did lose it, Josh. And I sent him a link to do it on his phone, and he's not very tech savvy. The guy could talk his butt off, but he's not too tech savvy. So I'm hoping he figures it out. He's got to spell his name and his password, and looking at Facebook populating right now on my feed over here, looks like a lot of people in Central Vermont lost their internet. That snow was really that heavy up there, Josh? How much snow did you get in Williamstown? We can do a little soft music while we're waiting. You know, some background. No, that's too stupid. How about this one? No, it's too loud. About 4 inches. Yeah. It's not too bad. So what do you think? You're a Patriots guy. I was talking about Patriots earlier. You think Belichick should hang it up? Being he's, the system he's got working now is not. Trees took a hard for the snow. Gotcha. But Belichick, you think he should hang it up? Because the system, like I said, the system he had with Brady worked great for years, but the system he's got now for Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi and his receivers is not. It's not clicking. He's not putting it together like he used to. So I'm just waiting for your comment. Oh, he's typing something now. TJ is. It won't load on my phone. Well, let's do it this way. Since he's not here. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Josh. It's time to move on for Belichick. Look at this ugly guy.
Yes.
I got you. Yeah. So, yeah, I can hear you fine. So we'll have to cut the show a little shorter. But so I was talking about.
Are you still live?
Yeah, I've been talking.
See, now you break. What's that?
I've been talking. I talked about the Tua stuff, and I talked about the Belichick. Can you not hear me? Oh, you have no service?
You're breaking up on me. You're blurry. I can't. And my phone won't.
Hang up on him. I don't like looking at him. I'll try calling him on his normal phone. I'll explain to him what we're doing. We're gonna cut the show short, but. It's like a prank call. Let's prank call him.
Hello.
Hello. This is I can't believe it's stupid. So I'm still on the air. I've been here talking.
I get it, but I don't know if this is snow and storm related because I know there's a lot of.
So Josh at Williamstown lost his internet as well.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So.
I covered.
My internet's gone.
Yep.
And that link that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
It brings up the screen that we normally see when we go to log in that says loading studio.
Yep.
And it just sits there.
Oh.
It won't load the studio on my phone. So.
Okay. Well.
I think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to wrap it up for tonight.
They can hear you.
And we will do the intervention next week. Okay. And we'll save what we had planned for the rest of tonight for next week because sometimes things go just so well that you can't finish. And tonight was one of those nights with the cat.
Well, before we go, I do want to discuss one thing, though.
Yeah.
Can you see our screen? Can you see the video?
I can't. I can't see anything.
No. Can you go on Facebook and watch the live video?
No. I probably could on my phone.
I want you to read this. This is from 11/27/23. This wasn't in your lineup. I added this.
Hold on.
Let me, since people can hear you.
Alpha Men podcast. Switch to that.
I want to use this while it's fresh.
We go to the home page. And yeah, oh wait, live. Okay. And I'm getting a spinning wheel when I hit live.
All right, I'll run it down for you real quick. This season so far, Dak has.
There it is. Oh, stop.
No, read the stats. It's not bad.
No, I can't see. It's like.
Okay, so rushing touchdowns, you have 11. Dak has 2.
Yeah.
Yards on touchdown runs, Dak has 28. And Hurts has 33.
Yeah. Here's the deal.
No.
Let me,
Hold on.
Let me cut you off at the pass here, okay? Jalen Hurts' win-to-loss ratio is 27-2. So you can throw all the stats you want at me. It all comes down to the W.
It comes to that W. Well, Dak has better stats than Jalen Hurts do.
Okay. So you can throw stats. Good teams, when they're not playing their best ball, still find a way to win. That is the Philadelphia Eagles.
And Dak's still a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
But you know what? Jalen Hurts doesn't get flustered. It doesn't matter how far you're down. He's clutch. He makes it happen. And you can't deny that. Here's the last thing. We haven't played a full game yet.
Oh, God.
We haven't played
blah,
a full
blah.
4 quarters of football. And God help you when we do. God help you.
Yeah, So another thing I was going to bring up during this little segment here, this little pot I put together, the NFL players have voted the most annoying fan base is the Philadelphia Eagles.
And you know what I have to say to that? That's fantastic.
Players.
Because the motto is, you don't like us, we don't care.
From the USA Today 4 days ago, NFL players decided the most annoying fan base is the Philadelphia Eagles with a 25.3% of the vote. The Dallas Cowboy fans came in second.
Fans say, you don't like us, we don't care. That's fantastic.
Another voter stated that they feel like they're the most knowledgeable fan base of all football players or teams in the world, and they are not.
Right. Well, we don't really. We'll do this next week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this next.
I just wanted to bring this up before we ended the show.
Yeah. Good. My rebuttal next week when I have internet service and no cat jumping on the table all show long.
You know what I could do I could do to this right here and keep talking, talk shit. You know what I can do? I can go like this. Bye. He's gonna be mad. Hey, you guys have fun. Thanks for sticking around with me. We'll talk later.